didn't get up here to minister or to preach, but I do want to say I want to give all the glory to God. I'm glad to be here with my family. I'm glad to see all of you. I've been waiting a long time to see you. My brother came to visit me. Well, let me start here. I got felt up with a lot of pride, and that wonderful, beautiful angel over there, I didn't treat right. It's probably a side of me you guys don't know about, and never saw. I'm not too proud of it. And I left and I moved up to a really hard place in Indianapolis. And my father's home. My father just left and he left me there. He said, "You want to be your own man?" You know. So he left. He left me with a lot of responsibilities. A house that's fallen apart. Gave me some time to grow. It kind of resembles the belly of the well that Jonah was thrown in. It leaks when it rains. The power goes out. We get fires in the plug-ins in the house. There's a lot that needs to be done to it. But I was there, and I was like, wow. Even though I have all these these nice things, I'm still in this house that's just falling apart. Foundation's bad. Anyhow, so I've been dealing with this house for a long time, dealing with floods and leaks and whatnot, raining, lights going out, just, plaster falling from the roofs and everything. And I was like, wow, this is just like that story Jonah where he didn't do what God told him to do because he disobeyed. He put him in a place where he didn't want to be. He put me in a place where I didn't want to be, in a city that's in a part of the city that's really hard, where I didn't want to be, in a house that I lived in the belly of the well that I didn't want to be in.
Yes.
And the reason why he put me there, and I want everybody to learn this, because I said, Lord, if I could only go back and tell people, if there's a way that they could learn from it, if I could just tell them, if you just give me one chance and give me, if you can get me back down to Bradenton, Florida, Lord, I have something I needed to say to the church. I needed to say something to the pastor. I needed to say something to my grandmother. First of all, I wanted to tell my grandmother that I'm very sorry that I ever disrespected you. And I'm thankful for every gift that you ever blessed me with. This woman's helped me get computers and televisions on a line of credit that I couldn't get. And she really didn't have, she didn't really have the money. I could have just walked off, and she would have been stuck with a huge bill that she couldn't afford. She would have been obligated to pay it. And she let me pay some of it off, and then when I walked away, some of it I left her with an amount of debt that I still owe her for. Okay, but I don't deserve to live in her home here in beautiful sunny Florida, and at least I didn't back then. I don't know if I do now. Even though I've grown, and I'll explain that here in a minute. But that beautiful woman is an angel. She saved my life I don't know how many times, and she brought me to this church and has really blessed my life. She is a saint. She is a saint amongst saints. And I want to tell you, Bradenton Gospel, that I have seen more miracles in this church. I've even had a miracle performed. I had surgery on this foot, and the very next day I'm hopping around on it, and this foot, it's fine. I have not had no more surgeries done on this foot. But still, I would be stubborn. I also want to say sorry to Pastor Marlowe. I want to say sorry to Pastor Marlowe for every blasphemous thing I've said about this church and its people. I wanted to say sorry for every blasphemous thing that I've ever said about you.
God bless you, Brother Tyler.
I don't deserve this man of God. I don't. I'm revealing something to you here. So if you think that I am good, no, don't think that I am good. I'm not good. I've done a whole lot of wrong. Said a lot of things I shouldn't have said about a lot of people, and I want to say that I'm sorry to every one of you if I ever said something that got back around to you that hurt your feelings. Because most of the time it revolved around lies, and it was not true. Same goes for Pastor Marlowe. Pastor Marlowe, I'm sorry for all the lies. If I've ever broken your heart or any man in this congregation, I am sorry.
You're forgiven. There's grace. Grace, Brother Tyler.
I can only hope to be. I hope to be something like this man. What a great man. He has been a father to me since I was a child. How could I treat him like Adam treated his father, Jesus, and Jehovah in heaven in the Garden of Eden? How did I lose sight of myself? And you know what God did? God said, because of all these terrible things you have done, I'm going to throw you into hell. I'm going to throw you into a belly of a well, and then let's see where you are then. Let's see what you have to say then. He threw me up there so that I could grow, so that I could get my head straight, so that I could become a better man. Because God I believe that God believes that I could be a much better man than what I was when I was here last time. And I knew something was coming. I knew a great lesson was coming. I was in here. I was on fire for the Lord because I feared Him. But maybe I was doing it for the wrong reasons. Because then when things didn't go right, I get filled up with iniquity, and I get angry at the Lord, and then I get angry at the pastor, get angry at my mother, and it wasn't none of their faults. It was me. This place is a place of God. This is a place of saints and a place of miracles.
Thank you, Lord.
Come back to this home now. Because let me tell you something. In the slums of Indianapolis now where I live, I wish I could come back home here. But you know what? I look to the Lord and I say, whether I come back here and make this my home again, or whether you choose to keep me where I'm at, okay? I'll accept my fate. Because I say amen to my own condemnation. If that's where God has put me to stay.
He can deliver you, Brother Tyler.
Yes, He can.
And I believe that, Pastor Marlon.
Amen.
I just want to let you know that I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of Jesus and Jehovah. I'm not worthy of His love. I'm not worthy of your love, and I'm not worthy of this man right here. But I needed to get this straight because, see, God put me into a place, and I asked Him, if you give me one chance to go back there to the Tabernacle and tell all those who I love I'm sorry just one last time. So I wanted to say that. I want to say that I love every one of you. And if I can still come in here and go to church and still be loved amongst you, then there is truly grace in God, grace in this place. This man has done so much for me. He is. Thank you, Pastor.
Bless it. Yes.
Let your heart sense. How many believe there's grace for Brother Tyler? There's grace for Brother Tyler. There's grace for him. If there's not grace for him, there's not grace for you. There's not grace for me. There is grace. Great grace. Hallelujah. And the ship of grace never runs out. Because God gives it, and He gives it to those who love Him. God bless you, Brother Tyler. Amen. Amen.